Good evening, everyone. So, every day we come across various products in our lives. On the digital medium, we swipe across hundreds of product choices under one category. And it will be tedious for the customer to make selections, so that's where the reviews comes in pictures, where customers who have already got that product leave a rating after using them and brief their experience by giving reviews. So, as we know, ratings can be easily sorted and judged whether a product is good or bad. But when it comes to sentence reviews, we need to read through every line to make sure the review conveys a positive or negative sense. In the era of artificial intelligence, things like that have got easy with the NLP technology, which is also known as natural language processing. So, sentimental analysis is the most common text classification tool that analyzes an incoming message and tells whether the underlying statement is positive, negative, or neutral. So, understanding people's emotions is essential for business point of view since customers are able to express their thoughts and feelings more openly than ever before. It is quite hard for a human to go through each line and identify the emotion behind the user experience. So now with technology, we can automatically analyze customer feedback from survey responses to social media conversations. Brands are able to listen attentively to their customers and tailor their products and services according to their needs. So today, me, Vipul, Manpreet, Nashil, and Minaz are presenting our project where we did bunch of sentimental and text analysis using Python on Jupyter Notebook. So our problem statement is our company wants to determine the customer satisfaction using reviews that were posted on Amazon.com for string-based musical instruments such as guitars, ukulele, and etc. So first we imported all the necessary libraries such as pandas, numpy, sklearn for machine learning, NLTK for NLP, and other visualization libraries. Then we use pandas to import the dataset, and then we made a table which is depicting all the features and the description respectively, like reviewer ID, ID for the reviewer, as in ID for the product and stuff like that. So the first step was pre-processing and cleaning. So in the data set, there are null values for reviewers' names and review text. Reviewers' names have no effect on our analysis. And for the review text, as there aren't many missing none values, so we can always drop them. Then we concatenated review text and summary, combining review text and summary column as their sentiments won't be contradicting in nature. Then we drop bunch of unnecessary columns like reviewer ID as in reviewer name because it won't be helpful for sentiment analysis because we are only focused on text based data right now. So for next step, we clean the data. We changed all the concatenated summary and review to lowercase. We deleted we removed all the brackets. We removed all the links, punctuations. We spaced the data. We also removed all the digits from every word. And so for next step, we removed all the stop words. So general LLTK stop words contain words like not, hasn't, wouldn't, which actually conveys a negative sentiment. Removing them end up contradicting the target variable, which is sentiment. So we created the stop words which doesn't have any negative sentiment or any negative alternatives. So for conclusion, we can say that we have removed all the stop words in the review column. So for the next step, we get the sentiment of the review using Wader. So Wader is basically Valence Aware Dictionary and Sentiment Reasoner. As we have already studied in class, this is an important pre-processing phase. So we are deciding the outcome column, which is sentiment of review. So, after getting the sentiment of the review using Vader, we can conclude that overall, all the reviews posted by customers like mostly all the reviews posted by customers are positive, but there are still like 9-10% reviews which are negative and 1.5% reviews which are neutral. So for the next step, which is data exploration and visualization, my friend Manpreet will walk you through these steps. Thank you.
Hello everyone, so I'm going to present the data exploitation and visualization. So firstly we have performed the data exploitation, and then we have created polarity, review length and word count. Firstly, in polarity we have used the library and to figure out the rate of sentiment. And it is between -1 and 1, where -1 is the negative polarity and 1 is the positive polarity. Then comes the review length. It is the length of the review in which include all the letters and spaces. And after that it's word count, which includes the number of words in a review. And then comes the sentiment polarity distribution, and in this we can see that overall we have positive polarities, and it is the above sentiment polarity distribution assures the number of positive reviews that we had. Next comes the review text length distribution. So we have found that we have a right screwed distribution where most of the length falls between 0 to 1000, and we have also found that the distribution of most of the reviews are having word count between 0 to 200. So now comes the word frequency. Word frequency means the number of time the word that has occurred in the review, and we have got a graph for that in which we can see the top 20 words that were used in the review by the customers. And we are able to find out that guitar was the word that was used mostly by the customer in the review, that was nearly 7,000 times, and it was followed by the word string, sound, and one, etc. So now we have the word frequency, which tells us the number of time a word that has occurred in the review. We have a monogram for that, and that means that how many time one word in a review has been occurred. So we have seen that there are the number of frequent word that has been used in a positive review is guitar 1, and whereas there are some of the neutral reviews also, which include use, guitars, and then comes the negative review, which also has the guitar word in them. Now comes the bigram analysis. So bigram analysis is the frequent two words in a review based on the sentiment. So with this we can find out that what are the two words which has been used most frequently in positive and negative and neutral review. So there are some of the words that has been used in positive review that are work great, well made, planet waves, etc. And then for neutral we have mic stand, volume pedal, and for negative reviews we have power supply and word well, which are the most used words. So this is the trigram analysis, which tells us the three words that has been used most frequently in the review. So we can say that a trigram with positive review contains can't go wrong, get job done, whereas for neutral we have weight, overpriced item, need volume pedal, and then for negative we have low each string. These are the three words which has been used respectively for their reviews. In this slide we can see the word cloud with positive reviews. So we have we can see that string, filter exactly, quiet, pop are some of the words that are mostly used in the positive reviews. Another one is the word cloud for negative reviews, and we have seen that negative reviews, words such as bought, used, primary, go, breath, but, blog are some of the words that have been used in the negative reviews.
Hello everyone, my name is Naishal and I'm going to talk about a few steps that we considered before moving to building a model. So the first one was we used stemming, a method of deriving root words from the inflected words, and here we extracted the reviews and converted the words in the reviews to its root word. For example, we converted going to go, finally to final, and many more. Next, before we built the model for our sentiment analysis, it was required to convert the review text into vector formations, as computer cannot understand words and their sentiments, and therefore we encoded column sentiment. Next, we performed TF-IDF, term frequency inverse document frequency algorithm, uh, which is a technique to quantify word in documents. We computed a weight to each word, which signifies the importance of the word in the document and the corpus. And here we can see that guitar, grade, string were ranked the most, and their importance in the document can be seen here. Next, we performed SMART, which refers to synthetic minority oversampling technique, to balance out the imbalanced dataset problem. It aims to balance class distribution by randomly increasing minority class examples by replicating them. In our dataset, target features has a lot of positive sentiments compared to negative and neutral, so it is crucial to balance the categories.
Good evening, Professor. My name is Meenaz Hashmi and I will be explaining the sentimental analysis. For this, we split the dataset into 75:25 ratio for the train and test set. From the sparse matrix, we predicted the classes in the target feature and we tested the accuracy of the model with logistic regression, naive Bayes model, KNN test, and decision tree. While all the other models had an accuracy of more than 83%, the logistic regression model performed the best with an accuracy of 88%, so we decided to proceed with that. The accuracy of our logistic regression model is 96.15%, but for a classification problem, we need F1 score rather than accuracy. For calculating the F1 score, we have made a confusion matrix. Here you can see our model's confusion matrix. So the diagonal elements that are 2264, 2256, 2028 are the correctly predicted records and the rest are incorrectly predicted and classified records. Here you can see the classification report of our logistic regression model, where the precision of 0 is 0.92, 1 is 0.99 and 2 is 0.98, and therefore our model is highly accurate with maximum precision. I hereby conclude by saying that our model was successful in determining the customer satisfaction using buyer's reviews. Our model can be used by companies to determine the product's quality issues and customer satisfaction and their probability of buying the same product again or recommending it to others. For the neutral and negative reviews, which were actual critique of the product from the buyers, could be considered as feedback about the products and can be used to perfect the stated product. Most of the reviews in our dataset were about the string instruments such as guitar. From this, it can also be inferred that out of all their products available on Amazon, the string instruments are the ones that are purchased or reviewed the most. Thank you.